production cast for the Glass Menagerie here on campus. So first, let's start with the history of the Glass Menagerie. What is this play about?
All right, so this was one of Tennessee Williams' first plays, and he's a very well-known playwright. It actually tells the story of a family in St. Louis in the 1930s during the Great Depression. There are four characters, the narrator, Tom, his sister, Laura, his mother, Amanda, and a gentleman caller who appears in the second act. And it's very autobiographical. A lot of people speculate that of all of Tennessee Williams' plays, this is the one that most reflects what his life was like growing up.
Okay, well, that's good. So you play Amanda. So tell me a little bit about your character.
Yes, well, I play Amanda Wingfield, and I'm the faded Southern belle mother. And I'm very nagging and overbearing, and I kind of make things difficult for my children a lot of the time. Tom, my son, who's played by Austin Swisher, he is like the dramatic poet type, and he's often out at bars in the dead of night and that sort of character. My daughter Amanda, who's played by Amy Renfield, she is very fragile and incredibly shy, and that's actually where the show's name comes from. She has a glass collection of tiny little glass animals that we call the Glass Menagerie, and it's kind of reflective of her fragility and how she's very easily broken, just like her little glass animals.
Oh. So what is your favorite part of playing this role?
Oh my gosh, my favorite part is probably the casting crew and getting to work with everybody. This is a very small cast, but everybody is so professional and just excellent to work with. I've enjoyed it immensely.
So when is the play?
The play will be this Friday the 17th and the 18th, and then next week the 24th and 25th at 7:30, and then we'll have a Sunday matinee on the 26th at 2 o'clock.
Okay. So is this your first time acting here at Washburn?
No, it is not. I've been in quite a few shows. This is my second semester here, but I have been in The Crucible, The Other Place, and while it wasn't technically the theater department, I was a part of the Vagina Monologues when we did it a couple months ago.
Oh, okay. All right. So did you do some acting roles before you were here at Washburn?
Yeah, I was very heavily involved in theater in high school, and also my father's always been really involved here in the community theaters in Topeka, so I kind of grew up around the theater, and it's always been a big part of my life.
Well, that is awesome. So for all of you just now joining us, I'm Sarah Stoll with KSWU News, and we're here with Grace Foyles, who is a part of the production crew for the Glass Menagerie here at Washburn. We were just talking about how you've acted in different places and the different parts that you've played. Let's get back to the Glass Menagerie. What are you hoping guests gain from this performance?
Well, it is an incredibly fantastic, well-written show. It's one of the classics, and really, I hope that we get the point across of what Tennessee Williams was trying to say about dreams and about the family dynamic here in America, as well as just trying to, I don't know, capture what Tennessee Williams would have wanted from it. It's a sad play, so fair warning on that, but it's an incredibly beautiful piece. So.
Okay. How long have you guys been rehearsing for this?
Oh my gosh, we have been rehearsing for quite a few months now. We typically do 2 to 3 hours, 4 days a week, and then for this production week, we do dress rehearsals every night that run from 4 to 6 hours.
That's a lot of work.
Are
you excited or nervous?
And it is well worth the work. And you know, you always get those pre-show jitters, but honestly, it's come together so well in this past week now that we have our costumes and the set finished and the lights and music. Everything's just coming together beautifully, and I'm so excited to show everyone.
Well, do you want to give us a little piece of your character here?
Yeah, I think I could handle that. Okay, I'll start with my very first monologue. No, I've got a better piece to show just how southern and genteel I am.
All right.
All right. At one point, I'm discussing with our gentleman caller, Jim, a candelabrum that's sitting on the table, and I say, "Oh, it used to sit on the altar of the Church of the Heavenly Rest, but it was melted out of shape a little when the church burnt down. The church was struck by lightning one spring, and Gypsy Jones said in a revival meeting in the village, the church was struck by lightning because the Episcopalians had started hosting card parties right in the church."
That is great. I think you will be very well prepared for this play. I look forward to it. Do you want to remind us of the dates one more time?
Yes, the 17th and 18th, 24th and 25th at 7, and then the 26th at 2. It's free for Washburn students, faculty, and staff with your Washburn ID, and general public, it's $8 admission.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. We'll be back after this with Trevin with sports.